Okay. Hello everyone. So I wanted to make this video specifically so that you guys can understand, I guess, like the finances that I go through as an ALT through the JET program. I know a lot of people have different situations with their finances here in Japan, but for me in particular, I live in Kyoto City, in Kyoto Prefecture, and it's one of the like major cities in Japan. So my finances, my living costs and the expenses, they're going to be a little bit more expensive than someone living out on farmland or whatever, right? So just keep that in mind. So I'm going to show you guys a few documents that I have. This is my pay stub. And I am not shy to show you guys what I make because you guys need to know, right? So this is for a first year ALT in Kyoto City. This is what I make. So the number here that you see highlighted, that's the amount in yen that I make. So equivalent to Canadian dollars, it's probably like 2,339. This is a little bit less, like I think it's $70 or $80 less than it should be because I didn't send in my travel expense report soon enough, so I didn't get reimbursed for my transportation costs, which usually we do. So that's how much I made. So here is, or sorry, this area is money coming in. So as you can see, this is the 2,800 that we are given each month. And here is where they take money out. So here there are a whole bunch of different expenses and stuff that I have to pay for. It could be medical insurance, it could be company insurance. I have no idea, taxes, whatever. I can't read the kanji, but it's all like very political stuff or whatever. So the total amount that they take out is $460 or 46,000 yen. Something like, my brain's not working. But anyways, so that's the amount that they take out. So you take your initial 2,800 and minus the taxes and stuff, and then you end up with the amount that gets deposited into your bank. So the next document I want to show you is this one. This is my bank statement thingy, so you can see the kind of spendings that happen. So here you can read, okay, it says 280108. And what that means is the 28 Heisei, I think it's pronounced. Anyways, it's basically this year, and then January 12th, January 13th, so it goes all the way to February here. So what I wanted to show you guys is here is the amount that I got paid last time. So this is with my travel expense costs reimbursed. So this is the amount I got paid, right? So you can see I had $3 left before payday. It's pretty tight here for us. So anyways, and then here you can see before payday, like we get paid once a month. And over here you can see this one is gas. So it was about 50 bucks for gas. This one is rent, so 672, so around, I rounded up to like about 700 just in case, but it's pretty much that every month. And then this is electricity, which is about 60 bucks a month. Now, keep in mind, these two numbers, the gas and the electricity, they go up and down depending on the amount of usage. So we've had to make payments where they're $80 a month, and then we've also had to make payments where they're $20 a month. So it really depends what month it is, because in the wintertime, obviously, you're using more utilities, right? So, and then you can see I've been taking out $60 every time I go to the ATM because I split my money with my dependent, and that's the main reason that we go through money so fast, is because we're not paying for one person when it comes to food and stuff, right? We're paying for two people, and I do actually refuse to be in Japan and not take out money to spend, to have a good time, to experience Japanese things. Like, what was the point of coming to Japan if you're not going to experience it, right? So that's why I don't mind putting myself into debt to experience some like wicked awesome stuff that Japan has to offer. And keep in mind, my rent is $672. It is very high in regards to what most ALTs pay because we are in Kyoto City. If you're in one of the major cities like Kyoto, Tokyo, Osaka, I'm guessing your rent is going to be a lot higher than someone in the countryside. So in the countryside, sometimes your school board will actually subsidize your rent. So they pay a portion of it where you only have to pay $100 for rent. So that's something that I wasn't really, it's a trade-off basically. You can be in a really damn good location, but you have to pay more for rent. Or you can be in this desolate area that's really hard to get around and there's not much out there and you can pay way less rent, right? So it makes sense in that way. But so anyways, that's what we pay for stuff. So here you can see there's the gas again, 47. Rent, and then electricity. So it does like go up and down depending of the time of the year. So that's those documents. So over here, I actually have the documents. So this is my cell phone bill. So the cost is $73, 7,308 yen. And that had to be paid by April 4th. So I paid that. I had to go to the, about this is that you can actually go to the conveni and then pay for it and then they'll stamp it and then you're good to go. And then this one is, you can tell by the characters up here. So this one is a water character, so I'm guessing this is water, I think. So it's about 60 bucks, right? So we paid that. And then this one is, look at the character at the top, this is electricity. So that is about $86 right there. So again, you got to keep in mind that these prices are a little bit higher than more normal single ALTs because I have a dependent with me. So there's actually 2 people living with these finances in this apartment. Okay, and then here we have gas. So the water is gas heated, which is why we have to pay for gas. And this one was $47, and that was for January, I think. Something like that. But anyway, so that's the actual paper bills and stuff that you get. And then this is what it would look like on your bank statement. And yeah, so those are all the financy stuff and things. Overall, like it's actually fairly easy to save money. Like if you're here alone and your goal is to save money, my suggestion is don't be placed in one of the bigger cities. Like don't put that down as where you want to be because it's very expensive and it's so easy to like spend money here and like, yeah. So I talked to the ALTs on our Facebook group and they said, like the incoming group, so there was about 1,000 members from all over Japan, and they said that if they were in a desolate area, their rent was like nothing, but they had nowhere to go, so they could save up a crap ton of money. Meanwhile, all the ALTs that are in bigger cities, their rent is a lot higher, and they're spending a lot more because they're in these cities, right? I mean, you gotta go shopping, you gotta have a good time. But anyways, so this is what I wanted to show you guys. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope that kind of helped you out figure out your budgeting and stuff. Oh, and something else, sorry, before we came to Japan, we actually saved up 4,000 Canadian dollars, because they do ask you to save up quite a bit of money. And we did end up spending quite a bit of that on setting up our house or our apartment, like all the furniture we have here, we had to pay for that because we came into a literally empty apartment. And just exploring the area and like enjoying Japan in the summer break before you have to work and that kind of thing. So anyways, yeah, thank you very much for watching and we'll see you next time. Bye!